It's Amy, the roaming historian. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a history professor during the academic year. So from about late August to late April, I teach US American history at a local college here in Michigan. And then on breaks between the fall and the winter semester, occasionally for spring break. And then, of course, during the spring summer not time when I'm not teaching, I'm a travel blogger. And so I like to go out and roam around and especially to, of course, historical sites because I love to learn just alongside my viewers. And a lot of times you'll notice that I'll put up these little video clips if you follow my channel, which please do. I'd love it if you follow my channel. I'd love if you engage with me, talk to me, tell me where you're traveling to and what's going on. I'll put up these little clips. Well, recently I thought maybe I should start contextualizing this a little bit more because these clips are while I'm on the go. After I'll upload this one today, and then I'll upload actually some clips from the islands I'm talking about today. And so recently, over the holiday, from basically the holidays from December 23rd to January 2nd, we were on the Norwegian Breakaway, a cruise that went all over the Caribbean. And I've been talking to you guys about some of the ports that we went to. And today I want to talk about, uh, to me, what was one of the most impactful of all the ports. It was interesting because from the standpoint of the people on the ship that we had made friends with or conversed with that day, a lot of them didn't like Tortola, British Virgin Islands. If they went to the baths at Tortola, which I hear are really spectacular, and I'll leave a link below for Shore Excursions Group is a good one, or Viator also has them. But if you're looking for tours, I hear great things about that, but a lot of people, if they didn't go there, they were saying, there wasn't much to do. Well, I had wandered off, myself, my husband and I, we wandered off and we went to a prison there. And so I'd like to show you some of what the pictures I took. And so here, I'm just going to try, we'll see if this can work. Hopefully it will. I'm doing a sort of slideshow with our photos, and then hopefully we'll be able to kind of go over. Let me see if I can take the music out. There we go. And so here we are at St. George's Episcopal Anglican Church, and here is Her Majesty's prison. So this is the Road Town Jail. They talked in the prison, there was the Virgin Islands Slave Code was from 1783. And so they talk about this prison in conjunction with the 1823 Josiah's Bay Slave Rebellion. You can see, I mean, it was incredibly impactful. I felt a real sense of sorrow as I roamed around, looking at what had been courtyards or wash houses. Probably the most horrifying for me, you'll see it coming up a little bit, will be the segregation cells, where even though it was said on one of the placards that they tried to avoid solitary confinement, it did happen. And here I am, and the day was December 30th that we were there. And so here I am in this, British Virgin Islands. And December 30th, it's not high humidity at that time, nor was it really warm. I'd say it was high 70s Fahrenheit, maybe low 80s. But the solitary confinement areas, the two cells that I went into, were oppressive. I mean, just oppressive. I felt as if I couldn't breathe. And I thought too how awful these poor enslaved prisoners were. And their sole crime having been to try to escape their enslavement, to try to free themselves. And so, going into these and thinking, wow, if this is how it is at a relatively temperate time, I can only imagine how oppressive it would have even been had it been the summertime or, especially a time of high humidity or higher humidity. And so here we're looking, here comes those segregation cells I was just talking about. And you walk down this hall, there was two cells off to the right there. There's one of them. And that was the outward one. The inward one had no lighting whatsoever in it, no window, nothing. This painting there, and I'm going to upload a clip where I'm walking around too, so you can see me talking as we're going. But this artist was showing the slave trade and ships coming over to the island, and you can see it portrayed there. They had put some mannequins in one of the cells. And this gave me quite the fright because I couldn't see the mannequins. It was dark in there, and it was my camera flash that lit them up and showed me. And so here we are back at the boat. Now we're going over here to Great Stirrup Cay. This is Norwegian's private island. And they had just lots of, I mean, it's a very nicely groomed, if from an accessibility standpoint, we ported there that day. We had to do a tender. They are building a port there, but the port was a tender port. So my husband didn't come, though they did take people in wheelchairs and mobility scooters and things. And you can see that there is a lot of cement, but it's also just white sandy beaches. It's kind of neat because you can use because it's Norwegian's island, you can use your drink packages there. So you can go to any of the bars, you can eat there. They had a buffet, then they had some of those, you saw a kiosk there. You can definitely tell the man-made parts. I just thought I'd show you there the rock walls, and I could tell that concrete had been dug out to make it look as if it was natural rock. And there's the ship. And so I'll upload some clips. I have a clip from me on the tender, and it was really choppy that day. And so I'll upload that one. And I do think I also took a clip from me just kind of wandering around the island. But those were the two final ports. So this will probably be it for the Norwegian Breakaway Cruise discussion. But stay tuned to the channel. I'm trying to upload more. I'm trying to become a little bit more consistent. This was my maybe New Year's resolution. I don't normally make resolutions, but for the channel, I thought I'm going to try to do a little bit more than just when I'm traveling, and use some of the weekend time that I have, maybe just to talk about places I've been, places I think you should go, show some, show some photos and things like that. Or, in fact, my next one coming up, I'll be talking about the Jubilee in Vatican City in Rome. And so, how to prepare for that. So, stay tuned. Also, visit my blog. My website is roaming, like I'm roaming around, historian.com. Ciao for now. Drop me a comment. Let me know, where are you roaming to next? What's going on in your life? Have happy travels, everyone.